Hello, welcome to ScumCast episode 5. Is it episode 5, Ben?
I think so, mate. Yeah, I think we're on episode 5 now.
Episode 5. Wow. 5 podcasts in. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. Hope you're enjoying the content. Today we're going to talk about, Callum wants to talk about Mason Mount and the hate he gets from every other fan that isn't a Chelsea fan. He also wants to talk about Lidl. He also wants to talk about Lidl workers after his trip to Lidl. Then we're going to go on to my section, the viewers' verdict, and talk about my question I asked last week about Biesla and Leeds.
Absolutely going to cry.
And then we're going to end it off with Arsenal and getting your opinion on Arsenal. So, Callum, we're going to start with the Mount or Lidl?
No, I'm pretty sure the Lidl thing is an experience that most people that go to Lidl experience.
I want to hear this because I don't think I've ever been to Lidl.
Well, why do they go so fucking fast?
Oh yeah, that.
Like why? There's no need for it. It's like they load them up on speed and just say, "Go on, off you go." I was watching two old people, right?
Would you prefer them to be slow?
The speed of the shot, honestly, they're going fucking gone.
I'm gonna stand up for the Lidl workers here because obviously being a Sainsbury's massive. That's at West Side. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Sainsbury's are slow as shit.
When I was working at Sainsbury's, when we was on tills, we would be told that we need to get our items per minute, so IPM up to 20. So you have to scan 20 items per minute. So maybe they got something like that, but it's 400. I'm not too sure.
They don't give you a chance. Fucks me off.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys ever been to Lidl inside Uxbridge. I think it's into.
Oh yeah.
They never open the tills.
No, they're always shut.
They have 4 tills and a shit ton of self-service.
Yeah.
And every time I've been in a 10-minute queue in the self-service waiting to use them.
Again, I'm gonna have to back them up. They may just be short-staffed, but again, fuck Lidl because Sainsbury's West Side.
Yeah, but surely they have enough staff there to put one person on a till or something.
Yeah, they should do. They should have at least one till.
They should have all tills open. They should have all tills open at all times, I think.
But it's no point having all the tills open. It's a bit quieter.
No, exactly. That's why let's have this. When it was at Sainsbury's, isn't it? They were just fucking shit. Anyone from Sainsbury's that's watching it were fucking pricks. Apart from Kelly, she's a great manager.
all these other supermarkets now have that scan and go, don't they?
Yeah, so Sainsbury's had the scan and go now. It was just
it's so much better. It's so much better.
That's a load of shit as well.
Yeah.
Right? If you put one item, one thing can fuck it up.
Yeah, very true.
Asda's the worst one.
There you go.
Self-scan thing, shit.
While we're talking about supermarkets, what about the new Amazon one that opened in Ealing?
It's interesting. It is interesting.
But what even happens? What, do you order stuff there or something?
No, so
you put it in a basket and it scans it.
Yeah, so the basket is a scan.
And you take it out, it will unscan it.
And it takes it out of your payment card that's on your Amazon account. No cashiers. No cashiers.
I feel like Costco should do something like that.
It's only going to go wrong though. It's somewhere like Ealing.
Cost a fortune for Costco.
Yeah.
Costco for free.
There'll be people just robbing that place in Ealing. Ealing's a shit hole.
Yeah, it's a strange location for it, I won't lie.
Maybe Westfield, I would have done that.
Yeah, I would have done Westfield. Westfield's a good idea. Maybe it's just a trial, in Ealing, and then they'll put more
COVID.
Ship it out to the nicer places in London.
I think both Westfields will get one soon if it's a successful trial.
Yeah, should do. But it's a good thing to do. But again, fellow Sainsbury's man repping the gang. I would always say that you don't get the same kind of interaction. People sometimes go shopping, older people go shopping. It's one time they get out a week. They don't want to go shopping and fucking. But so I understand both kind of sides of shit. But
yeah, that's true.
It's the way of the world, man. But nah, I don't know how long it's going to be before that closes down. If I'm honest with you.
Should we do a top 3? Should you do a top 3 supermarkets each?
Oh, definitely Sainsbury's local, Sainsbury's extra. Now, to be fair, I shop at Asda now because obviously Sainsbury's have to just shout them out again. West side. I shop at Asda because I think it's quite nice in Asda. Not
Probably because
it's
the closest to home.
So the top 3 shops are Sainsbury's, and Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
But you shop at Asda.
Yeah.
This is like the ham and cheese sandwich scenario.
I really like Aldi. I like the middle aisle. Get some good deals down there.
Where? The middle aisle?
The middle aisle in Aldi, yeah.
I've never been to an Aldi.
Aldi's decent, to be fair.
Aldi's decent. I like Aldi. I used to shop at Sainsbury's before the one near me closed down.
Yeah. Sim?
Lombardi Sainsbury's is a shithole anyway.
Yeah. Fuck you, man. No, it's not. It's great. When I was working there and I was in charge, it was decent.
Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco's.
I like a Tesco. I like a Tesco.
I hate Tesco's. I will never go Tesco unless you have to get a meal deal, yeah.
If there's a Tesco
very cheap.
Anybody who watches this works with Ben, please let us know what he was like to work with.
Anyone that works with me, they'll tell you how great a supervisor I was. Even when I was on the fucking self-scan or customer service, I worked everywhere, man. I've done everything.
Before you hit the supervisor role, I want to know what you were like.
Quality, mate. They didn't want me to leave. Just saying.
I don't know about that.
I'll tell you now. Even ask Russ. He'll tell you. Oh, great.
There you go, Russ. Put a comment down below.
Russ, leave a comment down below.
Yeah, go on, Russ. Leave a comment down
below.
He's
going to stick up for his son, isn't he? So.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
This is where I want to hear about the old Mason Mount because this is
Mason Mount first, yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I've been reeled in this week. I didn't want to talk about it, but I do.
Tell me everything.
I've had enough. I haven't seen so much of it recently, but I cannot stand the stick that boy gets. Fucks me off. I've had enough.
Oh, look,
if any fan had someone like that playing in their team, they'd fucking love it. How often do you get someone of that age who is willing to do that much for the team and people still dislike him? I don't
How many of the other... Here we go. Here's a good question. How many of the other Big Six teams do you think he gets into their starting 11? Strongest starting 11?
United, for sure.
I think they're playing with the United team.
Leicester.
I don't think he's not getting in City's team.
Where's he playing in our team?
I think he's getting in every team. I think he's capable of getting in every team other than City.
Where would he play in the United team?
Yeah, where's he playing in our team then? Is he playing in front of the back four or something?
Don't know. They'll find a spot for him.
You're telling me?
Anywhere you put him, you'll put a shift in.
No, but you're saying that he would get in the starting 11. Where would he go?
You'd stick Rashford up front and you'd have to stick him in on the left.
No, he ain't going up front. No chance.
Rashford's your best goal scorer. He's not even a striker.
No, Cavani's our best goal scorer at the moment.
What I'm saying is I don't get how he gets. I've said it before so many times. I don't get the hate that he gets. He's quality.
I think a lot of it.
I'll tell you why he got it was because of Southgate.
Because the moment I talk about it, someone goes, "Oh, Grealish is better." I'm not after comparing no one. Just to appreciate him as an actual player, everyone needs to start realising that he is good, but he's not only put in the Chelsea team because Lampard loved him, or he didn't get in the England team because of Lampard, all this shit. He deserves to be playing every week because he's that good.
Southgate, it's his fault.
Yeah, I think
the hate he gets, I do think it comes from Southgate.
Because that's why everyone starts comparing them. Because I think at that moment in time, Grealish, obviously he's injured now, but he was on absolute flames. And Mount wasn't doing well, and obviously what he was doing now, and it was like, it's the manager that's going off form. It was like, how the hell is Grealish not getting in there? Like, there's something between the pair of them where, I don't know, and he's caused like a massive thing about it, which is unnecessary.
Compare Mason Mount to him in 3 years' time when he's Grealish's age. If that's how people were going to do it, I think that's the way you got to do it. He's got 1.5
seasons.
1.5 seasons.
I think it's always hard to compare them, to be honest.
I don't like comparing him to anybody else. He's his own player.
No.
He's not. I personally don't think he's the most pleased on the eye to watch. He just does all the dirty work.
I'm just thinking at the point that I don't think you could compare him because you got to look at the team that Grealish is playing in.
But then you can also throw that for the quality of the players that you've got in the Chelsea team. He shines out above everybody.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. I'd say on paper, I'd expect Mount to do better than what Grealish would, because Grealish probably have to most likely carry more numbers than what Mount would.
Yeah, but in the same way though, the way I look at us at the minute, he's almost carrying us through games. And I never thought I'd say that, but he's our most consistent performer. He's the one that carries us through certain situations.
I'm going. This is ridiculous.
It's true. Go on, Ben. Back me up.
I've said from day dot you can't compare them because Grealish is a winger. Mount is not a winger. Grealish is great at what he does out on the wing and coming in, but Mount isn't.
Where did he play against Liverpool?
Let me just stop you there, Ben. Yeah.
Where did he play against Liverpool, Ben?
2 minutes ago. Whoever's editing this, can they go back 2 minutes of where Ben said he put Rashford up front?
Ben's editing it.
So can you go back then to where you said you put Rashford up front and Mason Mount left wing in the Man United team?
You don't play wingers.
You just said. Yes, we
don't play wingers.
We play 4-3-3.
And you played Mount left wing against Liverpool.
He doesn't. We play 3-5.
Where did Mount score his goal?
2-1.
Ben, I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not talking about Chelsea. You got
this one wrong, mate.
I'm talking about Chelsea.
No. We'll go back to the United one because that's a shout. But that's the only place he's going to get in there because he's not going to go up front, is he? He's not getting in front of Bruno. Unless you're going to play in deeper. If you're playing deeper, then yeah, you're playing deeper. But back to the Chelsea formation, we don't play with wingers. We play with wing backs. We don't have two wingers.
You didn't watch the other night then.
You play 3-4-3. You have one striker.
But we don't play it. We don't have them out wing. We have them tucked in. That's not a winger.
Mount was very wide.
No, he wasn't.
Every time he received the ball, he was out wide.
No, he was on the left-hand side.
Sorry.
You go and watch that game back and you'll find out for yourselves.
Nah, it's not winging. I'm sorry, you look all wrong. That's not where a winger is out far on the left. Where our wingbacks are.
Comment who's wrong.
Go on, Watkins. Go on.
Chilwell. Wing
Go on, Gary. Get all your mates to go at Ben. At Ben.
No.
At Ben in the comments.
I'm sorry, but that's what the wingback's there for, to be playing left wing.
Well, don't get me wrong. I used to join in with the banter about Mason Mount just to get a reaction from you boys in the group chat. That is the only reason I do it. I know he's a good footballer. Everyone knows he's a good footballer. But I have a question, yeah, about Mason Mount. We're gonna title the podcast this. Can Mason Mount be world class?
Yes.
I think he has the capability of being a very, very good player.
Mm-hmm.
How old is he now?
Who you put in the world class bracket?
Once again, I think if you judge him in 3 or 4 years' time, see where his career's gone, and then judge it. I hate calling. He's never been openly, as a youngster, no one's ever said, I've never said anyway, that he's going to go on and be world class. I think he's going to be a good player. I think quite clearly he's going to be a very good player.
Didn't want to say this in front of him, but he's going to make it right to the very top.
Right to the very top.
I mean,
that's how I feel about him. I feel like he has that effect.
What, so you're telling me at this moment in time, how he's playing now, he'll go abroad,
The last 10 games...
No, but I'm saying,
he's had, or say 10, 15 games he's had, he's been our best player.
Is every club in the world going to go, oh shit, we need to get him?
If he carries on the form he's in now and does that week in, week out, I don't see why not.
Yeah, they'll be looking at City, trying to get Foden.
Foden's the one everyone's going to want.
Agreed.
But Foden's... I agree, Foden is... I would go Foden Mount.
Oh.
But Foden isn't playing week in, week out like he should be. I think he should be starting for City every game, no doubt. But obviously with Pep, obviously he does the rotation, so it's hard.
You look at Foden, right? Foden's a very, very good player who will be a fucking. He will be a world-class player, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think you can tell with Foden. Mount, I think he's gonna have to work a few bits out. But Foden, the fact that they play him when they feel like he should be played. He gets the right minutes. We are relying on Mount. It's come to the point where we are relying on him now. And I think that's where their careers are at.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Foden should be playing week in, week out.
Ben, is he world class?
Who, Foden?
No.
Mason.
No, he's not at the moment, no. He's 20 years old. The only world class 20-year-old I've ever seen is Mbappe.
Me.
I never knew you when he was 20.
I was probably sat on my sofa and having an operation or something.
Here we go. While we're talking about Foden, can Foden win the Ballon d'Or?
Nah.
Oh, I think that's too early.
You can't,
I mean, in his career, do you think he has the capability of winning the Ballon d'Or?
It's all if, buts, and maybe. So
you got to think he could have quite a serious injury and never be the same player again at a young age.
Yeah, but that can happen to anyone, though.
Exactly. So
Michael Owen done it before his injury.
Did Owen win a Ballon d'Or?
Oh fuck me, Ben! Shut up.
I don't know.
That's another thing that Ben didn't know. What was it earlier? Oh no, it was the other day that Josh King plays for Everton.
No, there was one earlier as well, and I didn't know. I couldn't think what it was though.
Yeah, no, I can't remember what that one was.
But yeah, so I think back to Cal's point. Let's forget about Foden and Ballon d'Or. It's a bit early.
Yeah.
Back to Cal's point about Mason Mount. I think the fact that, I mean, yes, they're good mates and like good friends off the pitch, but like Declan Rice putting on social media, like all the hatred toward Mason Mount needs to stop. Probably shows
how good of a player he is.
How good other people see him and how good he is.
I wonder if they think the same thing. I wonder if they think like, oh fuck it, Gareth's fucked it here.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It is a weird one.
Pundits say the same thing. I think Rio Ferdinand said it after.
Some people said, yeah, he should be defending them, saying like, why are they comparing each other? Let's enjoy them. And now it's just been, oh crap.
We're so lucky. I think we've almost got the golden generation back, but better.
Yeah, I think going into the Euros, we've got a strong.
Yeah,
we've got a strong team going to the Euros.
I just wish they were all a couple of years older.
I think England
had a little bit more experience.
England in the next 4 to 6 years will win a major competition.
Because one thing I will say is like there's a few of them where the decision making is spot on. I think one thing with Mount is that if he gets in the final third, sometimes his pass is poor.
Same as Rashford though.
He'll get to that point and it almost looks like he hesitates. And in the past one, he done it actually against Liverpool. The one time I've seen him done it where it was a good part. I think he fired one into Werner. But Werner's gone to go one way, but I think in Werner's style it went the other way. But he's going the ball needed to be played like that, and he actually done it.
That's the same as Rashford though. Decision making as well. Sometimes he's got an easy pass on, but he'll shoot from 25 yards, or sometimes he's got an easy shot on, but he'll pass it. For both club and country, it's just decision making, like you said.
Yeah,
so it's just really crucial that they get their decisions right in like the big tournaments.
Exciting time for young English talent, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
it's a great time again for England. Like we've got such a good crop of youngsters coming through.
Agreed. Some of them are choosing to play for different countries because obviously they're not getting a.
But then I don't really blame them. To be fair, if you're not
for that Bayern Munich kid, for example, Jamal, whatever his name is.
I saw a tweet the other day, and it was like if you're over the age of 21 or 22 or whatever, and considered whatever and you're not playing regular first team football for your club, if you're in the Prem or whatever, then you're not going to be a good international player. So if you're a certain age, I can't remember who put it out. I think it might have been that. What's the geezer who was at Salford? Is it Anthony Johnson?
What manager?
Yeah, I think he's up on Twitter. But like, if you're 21, 22, like currently, and not a regular in your first team, like your club team, you ain't going to be an international. Or your career's pretty much going nowhere.
It's weird. It is weird. Like how, like I don't know who said it, but talking about internationals. Moving on like a little bit past the Mason Mount discussion on Talk Sport during the week. Gareth Southgate was on. Oh, piss off! Stop phoning me, you dickhead. And Gareth Southgate has said that Ivan.
Do you want to give him a shout out?
Ivan Toney deserves. Oh, Holly, she keeps on calling me. Ivan Toney deserves an England call-up. Thoughts on that?
Nah.
No, not yet.
You know my thoughts on that, mate. I think
too many people in
Right,
front.
can we go to this as well, by the way? According to Ben, Ivan Toney is the best. What did you say, Ben?
At this current time, on form and stats, he is the best English goal scorer at the moment. English striker, sorry.
No, you didn't say goal scorer.
Best English striker.
Striker.
At the moment, yeah.
Jog on.
Okay.
It's facts. I'm sorry.
So,
did you say the same about Watkins last season?
So just a quick vote.
I would have said it, yeah.
Carol, Sim, no?
No.
Not yet. 3-1. Simple.
I'll put it on the plane, mate. I say take a chance on him.
Yeah, but
what, are you driving the plane?
I don't know. The weird Southgate said last year. Sorry to interrupt, but he said that for Grealish to make the England team. No, the year before, sorry. That for Grealish to make the England team, he has to prove himself in the Prem. Now, all of a sudden, he's going to the Championship thinking, oh, let's give a Championship striker an opportunity. Why now? Like, why not do it when Grealish was performing well?
I do think he had a bit of a problem with him.
I do think, yeah. I think his off-the-field antics.
I reckon there's going to be a regret in a couple of months' time.
I think Grealish's off-the-field antics probably.
Oh, God, you're having a fucking nightmare here.
What is going
Off-the-field
on?
antics probably led to him not picking him up straight away. Shamble that.
There's no doubt, like,
Yeah.
on the pitch,
Moving on.
he's unbelievable. Off the pitch, I think he's a bit of a dick.
Yes, I mean,
I
off the
quite
pitch,
like him.
About what he's done.
Yeah, the shit he's done, but as a person, he's actually an alright geezer.
Oh yeah, but stuff he's got himself involved in hasn't helped.
No, not at all.
Should we move on to my favourite part of the podcast?
It is.
Have we got a jingle for it yet?
You got to make one.
It's time for Viewers Verdict. Alright, this week's question was, everyone's like, give me your opinion on Bielsa and Leeds. How Bielsa's doing, what they think of Leeds' performances, and stuff like that. So I've chosen 6 responses.
Okay.
I only got 6. I've chosen 6 responses. Some of them are more detailed than others. But we can either break them down one by one, or I can read all 6 and then we go back to them. What would you rather do?
Read all 6, guys.
Yeah, read all 6.
Read all 6.
I do apologise if there's any mispronunciations. I have a speech impediment. So, James said he's a class act, their football's entertaining, and their league position shows that whatever he's doing is working.
Do we know this, James?
I know this, James. You guys don't.
Okay.
Thanks, James.
Cheers, James, for your input, mate. Appreciate it.
Will, I think we all know Will. Goalkeeper Will.
Yeah,
Nah,
I will.
West London Wanderers manager Will.
West London Wankers. Get it right, guys.
Weekend League rankings.
Oh, how's their Wednesday goals team doing?
Ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Slow down. No rush.
Don't laugh. A ridiculous work rate that is required from the team. There's a lot of R's there. Put me off.
Try and say it quickly now.
No,
you said it slowly. Go on.
So a ridiculous work rate from the team, that is required, and they never stop trying. Regardless of the score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, Will. My mate Ali, best mate, lives across the road from me about 16 years. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. He's basically been simple, 2 sentences. He's done a job back in Prem and comfortably staying up. Simple. His job was to keep them up. They're comfortably staying up according to him, and they're doing okay.
You know what? Now someone said it. Can I stop you there? What's that? What? You've read 3.
Interrupt me whenever you want. Yeah, interrupt whenever you want.
Right. So I was going to say this because we know a certain someone who really loves Fulham, and I want to say this about relegated teams because this what sometimes annoys me in the Prem is when teams come up from the Championship, get into the Premier League, and try to survive by defending.
Like Fulham.
Like, for example, Fulham a bit better than what they were a couple of months ago. Burnley.
West Brom.
Yeah, can be a bit iffy. West Brom. Sheffield United. It's all them teams are just trying to survive where they're not actually... Whereas I know Leeds, I think, are probably... player by player, probably have got a better squad, granted, but they've just gone and said, look, Sonic, we ain't holding back. We ain't worried about what you're doing. And I like that about certain teams in football. Like, you just carry on doing your own thing regardless of what the other team playing.
Yeah.
I think when you watch teams,
and I think the main thing was to say that them teams, I reckon, would survive more if they played like their own way, rather than trying to sit back.
One thing I will say is Fulham, across the last few weeks, they have attacked more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But as in,
it's because they're fighting for survival.
They just haven't been scoring. That's their problem.
You know, it's just as an example.
No, yeah. When they first came, they defended
I reckon most teams would stay up. Would have more chance of staying up if they'd done that.
If they attack more, I agree. Ben, Carl, anything to add?
I'm going to add, do you think next season then they'll do what Sheffield United did? Because Sheffield come up and they played their football and they played it perfect.
They got
okay.
Like where I said player for player, I think they'll do better.
I think Leeds will be okay.
Sheffield United may
and they will probably buy.
Yeah.
Better than what Sheffield United did anyway.
They will.
I think, you know what I think Leeds need? I think, sounds a bit stupid, I think they need another actual keeper.
Yeah, because they got...
I think there's too many mistakes from that end that's cost them games.
I think they need someone who's going to bring them a bit of control as well, like someone who's going to fucking calm them down at points.
In centre mid?
I think they need someone on the pitch, like, who's going to go, like, as good as they are.
I don't think that's their style, though. I think that's the problem. If they were to bring someone like that could change their way of playing.
But just in terms of, like, still play that same way, but just have a bit of more... They can still play that way, but they need to be able to have better players to be able to play it.
So, for example...
do it properly and do well doing it. Because they will
Yeah.
João Moutinho?
Exactly what I was about to say.
Huh?
João Moutinho from Wolves, because he can do that role, can't he? He can speed up and also slow it down.
He come into Wolves and made them a
He ain't leaving
team
there. Bloody hell.
Obviously, with his age now, it's a bit... Would be one of those signings that wouldn't make...
He can't leave the Portugal national team.
Yeah. Beat the squad.
True. You wouldn't want to leave the Portugal national team. That's a good point. Okay.
Well, yeah, carry on if you want, mate. But that was that sort of point just made me think. I had it in my head before, and that helped.
What are you going to say, Cal?
No, go on, mate. Go.
Yeah. So next, Jay. We all know Jay from. We all know Jay from Heathrow. We got Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Ferris.
Yeah, Jay Ferris.
Jay Ferret.
So he's thrown a bit of. Like he's gone quite 50-50 with his opinion.
Yeah, he's a shout. That's why.
He goes, they're too dependent on pressing and attacking, So therefore, they're really open for a lot of counter-attacks. He goes, it's basically, he goes, it's Sunday League style. It's exciting, but tactically they're lacking.
Sunday League style. He doesn't press on Sunday League anyway.
Wow.
Shots fired. Okay. Interesting one.
About because it says he worked with what he has rather than spending. I'm sure they spent a fair bit in the summer when they got promoted. Yeah, and then his team epitomised hard work over talent.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'd say like Rodrigo is the money and the talent, probably.
And he's not even that good. Rafinha.
And he's not actually got in the squad. Rafinha, though, by the way, could be a goner.
Yeah,
I think if he's gone, they got to try and replace him.
Yeah.
What, 1 season? You reckon if they only for 1 season, someone grab him up? I don't think so.
Already he's getting rumoured with everyone else in the league.
Tidy player.
I think he's alright as well.
Yeah, he's
better than Mount.
He's another one of those inverted wingers, though, isn't he? But he can play on both sides. Both sides.
Ben shaking his head at me.
So here we go. This is Alex. Alex appeared in the podcast a few weeks ago on one of the first few verdicts. I can't remember what the question was. Oh, he actually gave me the question about Klopp. You remember that one?
Oh, so he's actually the creator of his verdict.
So he gave me the Klopp question about whether he'd be a Premier League legend or not, as it ended right now. And this is his Bielsa opinion, and it's quite some detail. So settle back and enjoy.
Cheers, Alex.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
His first word was fraud.
Wow.
Yeah. Fraud. About Bielsa.
Okay. Carry on.
He was saying he could be a top manager and have a lot more silverware if he adapted his style of play for certain oppositions. He said Wolves are the perfect example. Nuno beat Leeds because he knew exactly what was happening, and it became predictable and teams can pick it off. He goes, yes, an attacking style of play is fun, but you're not going to win every game 4-3. Sometimes 1-0 is more pretty.
But I think that's the mentality of a team, like I say, is going to survive or actually going to go and do something.
Yeah, I agree.
How they came up was playing that way. That's all they know.
Yeah.
They have been, that is just his philosophy. Like, they are going to play like that no matter what.
And I think that's what, like I was saying, like personnel. That team doesn't look set out to go and sit back, and so I think he physically couldn't do it.
I think I agree with the point though, where even if he doesn't adapt it by changing formation, but just different styles, like different pressing styles, instead of doing
I wonder if he means like mid-game. I don't know.
Like a full-on press. Just do like a what is it like? If you're playing Football Manager, it's like a half press or a full press. You've got different types of presses on that game.
I don't know. I wonder if does he mean like general? What does he mean by the start of the game? Like when he's playing someone. But I don't like that sort of. I get us a bit off topic, but I hate it with United. We always change our team for someone else. I think we shouldn't ever do it. It's a sign of weakness.
Always go two holding midfielders.
A great
sign of weakness, and you don't believe in your team. That's what it is.
I think teams that done it perfectly. You got to look at the way Liverpool started, or what Liverpool done last season for most of the season was all out, just relentless from the beginning. Every team was the same way. They made other teams just have to do what they didn't change their style.
I agree. Yeah. But no, that was the viewers' verdict. Ben, any opinion on Leeds? Your opinion on Leeds?
Carry on doing what they're doing, really.
Yeah, simple as that.
They don't defend. All they do is attack. Sometimes you got to just keep attacking to win. They haven't really got any outstanding defenders, but they've got great attacking. So
I was trying to think back to signings. Like, I know they got Rodrigo. They got Llorente. Did they buy Llorente?
I'm not too sure.
I think they did.
Don't know if it was a free.
Rafinha.
It's such a Michael Owen quote coming up, but they literally just score more goals than their opponents to win the game. That is their aim. It's just to score more goals than their opponents.
It's the game, mate. Don't hate the game.
It's true. It is the game.
I like it. Oh, it works for me.
Would they be saying this if they were fourth now in the league?
It's true. I agree.
But
sometimes...
And I mean that as maybe it's the same as us opposite, but I just don't like seeing teams change the way they play because of a different opponent. But they could also say, would everyone be happy if they were 17th in the league or whatever? I don't know.
Sometimes I think a scrappy 1-0 is better than a open 4-3.
I don't know.
Because it's more hard fought that you
depends on their expectations.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Because I think player for player, they're better than a lot of teams in the league already. And some of the teams in there now have at least had a year or more in the league.
Yeah, agreed. So while we're talking about managers and clubs, shall we move on to Mikel Arteta and Arsenal?
Right, without saying a word, shall we say ratings?
Yeah, so first of all...
Out of 10.
Out of 10, how we think
since he started.
Yeah, which was November 2019?
I think so.
Around then? Because Emery got sacked, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go first?
5.
Yeah. Cal?
4.8.
Okay. I was going to give a 5 because I said it before we started recording. I'll stick to my answer 5.
Yeah, same for me. I said as well. Funny enough, 5.
While are you doing a sound check, Ben? We both said 5.
My opinion on him.
Yeah, go on.
He's not manager material. He's assistant manager material. He's great under Pep. Don't get me wrong. They done wonders together. Coming through as a manager, I've got an Arsenal mate. And he said, he's better than Lampard because he's won 2 trophies. He's won the FA Cup, he won a Community Shield, and now they're fucking nowhere to be seen. So, I don't understand it. He hasn't... They've brought him in to make the club great again. And for me, they've gone backwards. They haven't made any outstanding signings. Their best player has been one of the lads they've brought in, Saka. I don't think he understands his best partnership at the back. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He hasn't. One thing
I will say is I think it's been discussed quite a long time. Like you see when Ferguson left United with the rebuild we have, I would say ours is still ongoing-ish. We're slowly getting up there, like in the top 4 again and doing okay. And I think that's the same as Arsenal when Wenger left.
They're the same path.
The same path, and I think they're still in the
former player.
The difficult part of theirs.
Yeah, I think.
Don't get me wrong. I agree. I think at the moment he hasn't been successful. He hasn't been. Who
should he be?
Again, it's a good question. I think he has an aging squad. Half his players are aging, and I think he's trying to bring in youth instead of buying, like from the academy, to improve them. And I think Smith Rowe and Saka have been good examples of where promoting from within the club can work.
I think he hasn't had much of a choice there.
It
would be nice to know if he was manager of City now, who he'd be buying.
Yeah, it's true. Because
the defence needs upgrading. So, and Arsenal, Arsenal have been like it for a couple of years where they won't spend. Well, probably spend on one player and that'll be it. You won't hear much else from them.
Like for example, in the summer, just gone, they blew their budget, didn't they, on Thomas Partey? 45 million, their whole budget on one player.
I'm sorry, but for the squad they've got, they should be doing a lot better.
Should be doing a lot better on paper, yeah.
I agree.
I don't. I think their team shit. They haven't got any outstanding players.
I'd say defensively, but I'd say like they're attacking.
None of their players get into the top six.
So, for example,
maybe Saka.
For example, I think Arsenal should have a similar playing style to what Leeds have at the moment, because both of their defences aren't the best, and they have they're decent going forward. I'm not saying Arsenal should full on press, but I think Arsenal should be a lot better going forward than what they are.
Oh yeah, with who they have.
Well, they definitely have to be better.
Yeah, agreed.
The way they keep playing, like I watched a little bit of the Burnley game today, and I don't know. I only saw a little snippet, but they didn't look like they were that good.
Did you watch the
second half? They weren't too bad, to be fair.
Did you watch the first half?
Yeah, I think I caught a little bit of on my phone or whatever.
Did you see any of you lot see Saka's miss?
No.
He was literally 6-yard box and he put it wide. Like, he should have scored. He tried to go to the outside of his boot when he could have just used the inside and placed it into the corner, and he hit it wide.
But then again, Burnley had a chance to go 2-1 up as well. I don't know if it would have been offside, but just shaky a little bit at the back. I think everyone is, pretty much. I wouldn't say they're the only ones.
Yeah, for me, they have a squad for their squad. They're the players they have for me. They're around that mid-table 10th. I don't think they've got a strong enough squad. I don't think they've got any world-class players. Aubameyang, a Gugang, whatever you want to fucking call him. I wouldn't even say he's a top striker anymore. Why are we laughing?
I do think they've got good players in that team. They haven't got bad players. They've got players that should be like. I think their squad as a whole should be. They should be a top 6 side.
Agreed.
They should be.
The only thing that baffles me is the Aubameyang thing.
I don't know how he's still there, because he should have gotten a long time ago.
Well, I'm saying you got a striker that scored how many goals a season, and then you go and put him left wing. And now you got Saka that can play left wing.
I don't get it. And then you got Lacazette, who again in France was banging goals for fun.
I think there's something where he wants to keep both of them, so he's playing both of them, so he don't have to get rid of one at the end of the season.
Lacazette has been linked with Monaco recently.
Give him Tammy Abraham.
He walks into that team.
What? In the Arsenal team?
Yeah. Tammy walks into every team, mate. Don't worry about him.
Oh, here he goes again.
Is he getting a City squad?
Yeah, easy. They need an out-and-out striker.
I'm resigning.
He's better than Jesus.
I know that's a joke.
Oh, shut up, man. Joke on.
I'd have him over Jesus any day. I'd have him over Aguero.
When you say that, are you being genuinely serious? Or
nah, taking a piss.
But
he is a good footballer. I'm not going to say he's not, because he is a good footballer. And I generally believe he will be. I think he'll do wonders soon when he comes back from injury and he gets Tammy.
Oh, jog on.
I generally believe it. I can see it happening. And we'll go back to this podcast, episode 5, where Ben speaks the fucking
truth.
Telekinesis shit, whatever it's called.
People just comment and give Ben hate.
Yeah. Get that fat prick off our screen.
So we can all agree that Arteta and Arsenal need to do better.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they need to sack him.
Do we think his job is at risk at the moment?
Yeah. I think they should have got rid of him at the start of the season, because last season was shit.
I don't think his job's at risk at the moment. I think it's more of a rebuild at the moment. They're still in the process of rebuilding like we was, and then we tried a few managers, and then we've gone for an old player. He's come in. He's changed us slightly. He's made us a little bit more solid, but also probably more boring to watch.
I think that's the philosophy of managers, mate. Alright. Tuchel's boring. Frank's boring.
Chelsea are the most boring team in the Premier League.
Oh, 100%.
So boring to watch.
Well, actually, I'd maybe throw, apart from the last couple of games, Spurs.
Yeah.
But
Under Mourinho. It's just Mourinho, though. It's not even Mourinho. It's him.
We are boring. Very boring.
I agree.
But then sometimes, I think there's some games where we do try to take it to teams, but it is. But like United, Chelsea, that was boring from both sides. I think the first game was exactly the same. We was
going to do a live watch along. Lucky we didn't do that.
Ben fall asleep.
Yeah.
90 minutes of us just waffling about nothing.
Yeah, but no, I think they should sack him and get an experienced manager in.
No, I don't. I think they should give him a bit more time.
Should add that people should put what their
this is what I was going to
rating of
Arteta.
This is what I was about to say. If you give us your rating below and comments, and we'll open up the next podcast with your opinions.
Hit them up in the comments, guys.
If we get to 50 likes, Gary will repeat that sentence.
50 likes.
Ridiculous work rate.
Yeah. 50 likes, and I'll repeat that sentence 6 times.
50 likes, Gaz will wear a Fulham shirt.
I ain't got a Fulham shirt. I'm not buying one either.
Or a one-off Gaz.
Nice, I'll burn it.
You might get one in the old mystery, mate.
Did I tell you my story? I think I told a couple of you. I ordered a QPR top, the away one, the red one, on online of their QPR shop because it was like 20 quid, and the away kit's quite nice. So I thought I'd get it. I could wear it to playing football, do my runs and stuff. It arrives on Wednesday. They sent me the home kit.
Not only that, you said it was for your dad.
No, I didn't.
Gary, I don't appreciate how many football kits you own in different clubs.
That's fine.
Yeah, Gary, what the fuck?
They sent me the home kit. So I put in a complaint and I sent it back. And hopefully next week the away kit arrives and I can start going running in it because it's quite a nice top.
Why don't you keep the home kit, sell it for more, and then buy the away kit again?
Because the sale had gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
QPR shit anyway.
No, they wanted it actually against Bristol City.
They did. Oh, Bradford.
So yeah,
Bradford let me down 383 quid. Forgot about that. I'm going to go sulk even more now.
Promotion. When the fun stops.
Stop. When the fun stops, keep on going.
I've got Juve.
So yeah,
I've got Juve and Leicester to win now.
Let's end it on that. So we say what everything that we've spoke about. Try and get people to have their opinion.
Yeah.
Just give us shit to talk about.
Yeah, and also, please just give Ben hate, please.
Fuck all you haters. Suck my ass.
Much hate.
Especially Jay Ferret. Jay Ferret, give him some stick.
Without... Not bad. We'll keep... About his football view.
We'll open up the next podcast.
1v1 at Pinkwell.
We'll open up next week's podcast with viewers' verdict, Arsenal opinion.
Gosh, it's going to make me feel sick.
I wish we had 2 R's for that. Can we change the name of Viewers' Verdict?
Review.
2 R's?
Viewers Review. Oh, say that, guys.
Viewers Review.
Oh, no, it's not the same thing. I like Viewers Verdict because it's got a little...
Viewers Verdict. Yeah. Nice one. We are over. And
like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, get at Ben.
Peace.
Share the video around as well, lads, please.